everyone, welcome back to BS Rambles. Today I want to discuss something that is near and dear to my heart, and that is Team League. If you've seen my Road to the HGC videos, you can probably tell that my favorite way to enjoy Heroes of the Storm is in Team League. Getting into a competitive environment with your friends and doing something you enjoy is one of the most fun experiences in all of life. And it's why I've always loved team sports, and it's why I really care about the health of Team League in Heroes of the Storm. I'm going to kick off by addressing some of the current issues in the game that affect rank play as a whole. First and foremost, match quality is always a priority. If you're on the up and up, you probably know that recently Heroes of the Storm had a matchmaking overhaul where Blizzard reprioritized match quality a little bit higher compared to queue times. And while I do agree with the philosophy of this move, the queue times have began to be a bit frustrating, especially at more irregular hours. I've personally experienced over 10-minute queue times, which frankly just isn't fun, and that's why we're all here, right? Fun. The thing is, when those queues do pop, there is a lot less of a spread in the rank of players in my game, which I really appreciate. It sure feels like matchmaking is working very well, so I'm not going to suggest fixing matchmaking because right now it works great. Those queue times are a symptom of an issue separate from matchmaking, and that issue is the size of the player base in Hero League. So I've touched on two things so far that are intrinsic to fixing Team League that I know are essential to protecting the health of the game as a whole. First, we want to protect match quality in Hero League specifically. Solo queue ranked players are the lifeblood of competitive MOBAs, and Heroes of the Storm is no exception. Protecting the solo queue ranked experience is paramount to the success of the game. Second, we want decent queue times. Hero League currently suffers from long queue times. Sitting in queue sucks and is a deterrent to people playing ranked. In Team League, this issue is magnified tenfold, especially if you want to queue with only one other player, in which case you might be waiting to play as much as you're actually playing. I wish I could say queue times are the biggest issue with Team League, like they were with Hero League, but sadly Team League is not so lucky to suffer from such superficial problems. Now, I've already stated that matchmaking is working well, and you're getting placed in games with people of similar rankings, and that is fine and dandy in Hero League, but in Team League, the rankings themselves are whack. You get one single Team League rank, which doesn't make any sense, and I'll use myself as an example here. So my Hero League rank is mid-diamond, but my Team League rank is Gold 2. That's not an issue in itself, but there is more to this. I got ranked Gold 2 based on placement games I played with a variety of different and unique groups, ranging from friends with no Hero League rank at all to duo queuing with my brother, who's a Master League player who can carry me to win in almost any game. This means that my entire Team League experience is now anchored in Gold League, which makes sense when I'm playing with certain people, but no sense when I'm playing with others. A Diamond and a Master level player queuing for Team League in Gold isn't just whack, it's a full-on whack attack, and it kills the experience not just for us, but also for other players in our games. So now I'm going to take a deep breath, and I'm going to suggest an idea that will address all of these issues in their respective order, and will not only save Team League, but also the entire Heroes of the Storm ranked experience. I'm going to name it after myself and call it the BS system. In the BS system, we're going to embrace what is truly fun about Team League, and that is queuing with your friends. This means that we can assume that if you are indeed queuing for Team League, you are looking for a competitive experience with people that you regularly play with. So we're going to respect that and add a bit of structure here and give every unique group of players their own rank. So if myself and my friend queue, we're a team, we get a rank specific to the two of us. If I queue with my cousin and my friend, then the three of us will also get a unique rank. Or if I queue with my brother, friend, and cousin, we'll be given yet another unique rank. This means that you'll be allowed to play in an appropriately competitive environment for the skill level of your team, instead of playing at the skill level of whatever group you completed your placement matches with. Now, this is not controversial, and it also doesn't fix everything I mentioned, so my job's not done yet.
Wait, Mr. BS Rambles, you said that your cousin, your brother, and your friend would have a unique rank, but you can't queue Team League with 4 people.
Wow, you're so very astute, and that brings me to my next point. In the BS system, Hero League and Team League will be mashed together into a single queue. Now relax. Remember I said that protecting solo queue is a priority, and I'm not out to damage the experience that is one which I myself cherish. Let me touch on some of the quick advantages here first. The most obvious advantage is that it will put all the ranked players into one place. That means lower queue times for solo queuers and drastically lower queue times for team leaguers. This means that while you're playing games, you'll get to play more games. Not only does this mean more Heroes of the Storm games for long-term players, but short queue times also send a very positive message to new players. A short queue says that the game is healthy. People play this game and it's worth your time. That is an important message if you want a game to grow. So the BS system is going to make Team League competitive again, shorten queue times for both Hero League players and Team League players, and provide the flexibility to queue with a group of any size. But how does it protect the solo queue matchmaking experience, which is currently in a very good place? This brings us back to the age-old duo queue argument that people in groups are just too unpredictable and divergent in their skill levels to allow them into solo queue. Well, with unique ranks for unique groups, each team will be forced to play through their placement matches like everybody else. These placement games will not only make sure that a team is at a rank where they are competitive in the game, but it will also serve as a barrier to entry for new teams that might just be looking to dabble in rank play with a friend, as opposed to actually hitting the rank grind the way so many solo queue players like myself do. This can be boiled down to saying it like this: by protecting the competitive experience of a team of players in a game, you also protect the competitive experience of the rest of the players in that game. Now, I know that won't be enough for everyone, and the BS system certainly will still represent a change to the Hero League environment, so during the implementation and perhaps persisting after, I suggest an opt-out option for solo queuers. This is a simple and perfect fix because the changes of the BS system are going to increase the viability of Team League, which will make it more popular, but the portion of players that solo queue is still so great compared to the Team League portion that a player choosing to opt out of the BS system for a pure solo queue experience won't deal with an increase in their own queue times. In fact, their queue time will be near identical to whatever they currently are. So in short, the BS system will combine all ranked players into a single queue and give all unique groups of players their own ranks, inclusive of their own set of placement matches. This will make sure that each set of players queuing will be placed in games that are appropriate for their skill level regardless of group size or divergence in skill of the individual group members. It will also lower queue times for all ranked players, which not only addresses a major issue in Team League right now, but also Hero League. Finally, for those solo queue players that would rather continue on with a pure solo queue experience and not benefit from shorter queue times, there will be an opt-out option, which will be a totally viable option and will leave those players unaffected by the BS system. Now, I want to thank everyone who watched this video, because if you did choose to watch it, it means that you probably care about the state of the game and its enduring success. And you're taking the time to listen to my ideas on how to improve the game undoubtedly does help at least to further the discussion. So please do let me know your thoughts in the comments, put a like on the video if you enjoyed it, and most of all, please do subscribe to my channel for more videos like this one. My channel is still so small that a new subscriber goes a long way, and I notice each and every one. Thank you again for watching, and have a great week.